Okay, so for my EF challenge, my topic is: what are your hopes for the future of our society? Okay, in Colombia, we live in a peculiar society which has been nourished from outstanding events which have marked our society and have caused this to change. In these events, we can mention economic, political, and social processes, among others. Processes such as the peace agreement in the opening to broader trade networks with foreign countries, or policies that have been changed in order to build a better Colombian society. But just as there have been important changes in our society, with the passage of time, there are certain loose ends that we must tie and resolve in order to reach that ideal we have in Colombia. This is where my hopes for the future come in for our Colombian society. In Colombia, we can speak of an insufficiency in most of the areas that can be mentioned, but especially in the political sphere and in the internal social sphere of the country. Since, as it is well known, Colombia is a country that has lived in an environment of war, intolerance that has been caused by the same disagreement, polarization, and political power that has not been managed in the best possible way. Colombia has been submerged in a conflict that arose on March 27, 1964, due to political disagreements resulting in the Colombian War of the Colombian state with the FARC guerrillas that was apparently solved with the peace agreements signed by September 26 of 2016, which no matter how has been carried out, has not been treated in all its points in an assertive manner. And that is where my first hope for the country comes in. My first hope is that the country is assembled as one and only, leaving behind conflicts and differences among others, to be able to have a healthy coexistence in society, where no kind of injustice is generated. And I do not say only talking about the peace process, and that all the points that are mentioned are concretized and carried out. I also say it because the violence can be seen daily in the country, and that's how it goes unnoticed for the eyes of the government. I also say it because of the social insufficiency which is present in the country in terms of the inequality gap between people, where there are very few people with capital and too many poor people, showing that there is no social equality and that there is always some superior who dominates and someone who inferior who is dominated. That is why my hope is that all this type of injustice and conflicts will be left behind in order to make Colombia a better country. Regarding my other hope, I hope that for the Colombian future, there will be no disagreements with the government and the current policies, and that power will be exercised in a way that everyone will get benefits, and that Colombia can have better planning of daily life and an improved vision of what Colombia can become. With this hope, I mean more than anything else, not only tolerance between political parties and diversification, so that bipartisan, polarization is not generated, but also that the laws are fair for all, that can be implemented in the same way, and that this can be accomplished by all people. I think that for the future, Colombia has to be governed by a type of government in which everyone has equal opportunities and could be helped depending on their needs and shortcomings, that governments are fair to themselves and to the people, so that they could lower the index of corruption, and that finally these governments develop bills favorable to the country, which open new networks that lead the country to have an accurate vision of the future of it and how we are heading towards the things that are coming in the future, and also to be prepared for the future in the best way possible. Thank you.